Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, Casey's going to be watching another movie she hasn't seen before. I'm actually joining in on this one. She's been watching a lot of solo movies lately. Just movies that I have seen, but I've really wanted to rewatch this one. We recently watched Equalizer for the first time, both of us, and it kind of got me wanting to see more Denzel Washington films, and I do remember really liking this one. This is Inside Man.
Yes, we also do plan to react to Equalizer 2 at some point
Probably
in the
next.
future. Yes, we are really... There's a lot of Denzel Washington movies I personally have not seen too.
I was thinking about it while we started The Equalizer. I was like, what do I really like him in? I started to remember the Titans. Remember the Titans was a big one. We know that... Well, we'll say that Training Day is on our radar because that's a Denzel film that neither of us have seen. I want Casey to watch American Gangster because I really love that movie. There was also Flight, which we both already seen Flight. That was a really good one as well. But other than that, this is a Spike Lee film, which I believe the only other Spike Lee movie that I've seen was the remake of the Korean film Oldboy. I saw the remake, but I never actually saw the original one. But do you know anything about this film?
Mm-mm.
Besides Denzel Washington being in it. I believe it's also Clive Owen is the other actor. He's done a whole lot more stuff lately, but he had like a period of time, I feel like in the mid-2000s, where he was in like a lot of things.
Dalton Russell.
Whoa.
Pay strict attention to what I say,
Oh my gosh, I'm already nervous.
Lee, and I never repeat myself.
Oh, no.
I told you
The
my
pressure's
name.
on.
That's the who.
Oh, crap. Dalton something.
I plan and set in motion events to execute the perfect bank robbery.
Oh, okay.
As for the why, beyond the obvious financial motivation, it's exceedingly simple. Because I can.
Okay.
Mine's the rock.
Wow. That beginning kind of reminded me of The Prestige a little bit. Not like that it was the same thing, but kind of like starting off like, remember this. And then I panicked.
It's like that's too much
I
stress
was like,
to
I
put on
can't
there
remember it.
in the first 60 seconds of the movie.
I wasn't ready. Under the guises of painters.
We said it was the perfect bank robbery.
And it was called Perfect Something Painting.
Certain young ladies helping you with the Tripod Bridge project?
Perfectly planned painting.
I was gonna say the PSP that boy was holding was worlds ahead of its time. PSP is a very underrated handheld gaming console.
Whatever, it's a meeting with one of his clients. Because it's been like over a year now? Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be other people in on it that we're not expecting. I don't know. The guy at the beginning seemed very intricate.
So what?
Oh, you mean him?
Could have been sweet grandma.
Oh, it is him. So he was in prison because of this then, not before it or during it?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you lower your voice just a little bit, please? You're getting a little loud on your phone.
Calm down. This isn't a library.
Sorry.
All right?
Yeah, you got
Thank
it.
you.
I mean, sometimes it's annoying when people are just like talking on their phone loud.
Guy, I didn't know I was in a library.
Hey,
Anthony's that person talking on
very loud.
Anthony's talking on his phone loud. He's literally that person.
The whole damn store knows my business when I'm on the phone.
Oh, is it Anthony? Don't talk so loud on the phone. I'm like the type who will go outside.
So his like flashlights are taking out the cameras right now.
Excuse me, sir.
Easy.
Oh,
Everybody get down on the fucking floor now!
that's terrifying.
Anybody gets in our way gets a bullet in the brain.
Wow.
Like that, old man! Put your fucking hands down!
He is down. Oh, okay. There's okay.
I have got hostages.
Okay.
Back up, sir! Back up! Yo, back up! Shit, back up! Stay around the corner.
I feel like I wouldn't be swinging the gun as you're
I
saying.
know. Back up!
It's like, who taught you?
Do you know what kind of thin ice I'm on right now with this check cashing thing? They want to lock me up. This 140 grand doesn't show up somewhere.
140 grand.
Oh.
Of course I didn't take it. Maybe it's just some lying drug dealer trying to save his own ass by fucking me over. Eventually it'll go away.
Then what? What about us?
Wait, take it from where?
So I think he's saying that there's like a drug dealer that's accusing him of like being a part of like stealing money or something like that.
Big Willie and the twins for you when I get home.
I got the handcuffs.
I got the gun.
Oh.
Big Willie and the twins, huh?
Oh, I just understood that.
Hostage situation, 20 Exchange Place.
All right, so they're responding to that call now.
Which branches?
Number 32, 20 Exchange Place.
Which one?
20 Exchange Place.
I don't know why the way he asked that felt weird. Like,
Yeah.
which one? Like, you don't.
Like, he obviously knows it because it's
Yeah.
his, but there's some significance to it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Ooh, what is that supposed to mean?
You had a gun stuck in your face before?
Yeah, once.
Really?
Yeah, by a 12-year-old.
Whoa. Why does he need to hang around?
Maybe because he's the one who stepped up on this situation, so he just wants to...
But you would think when they're, like, usually they always dismiss them. They're like, no, we have it from here. They're like, this is no longer in your jurisdiction.
Yo.
The kid said, yo. What are you gonna do, little kid?
Everybody take your cell phones and your keys out of your pockets and handbags and hold them in the air.
Oh, flip phones.
Pretty sure this came out in 2006, so, yeah.
Here lies Peter Hammond, valiantly attempted to prevent a brilliant bank robbery, trying to hide his cellular phone, but wound up getting shot in the fucking...
Oh my gosh. But he's like, I actually left it at home.
Your cell phone.
I'm telling you, I did. I left it at home.
Is he gonna call him? Oh, from somebody else's phone. No, he might be looking for it still. It's gonna ring. And he's
Remember,
gonna...
there's bank employees and then there's customers.
Yeah. The ringtone?
Gold digger.
Oh my gosh. He's gonna get shot in the head.
Okay, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Please.
Don't worry about it.
He's shooting you in the head. Okay, maybe not. Wow. Well, that's weird. What? Okay. Oh no. Well. I don't know. I don't know.
What can you make out of that?
I can't read the situation. He looked like he was having like a conversation.
Maybe he was playing out what he was about to do in his head.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Well, he didn't shoot him in the head like I thought.
Yeah.
Vikram Walia. Thanks, Vikram.
Hey, mister.
I feel like this kid is brave. Oh, his PSP.
I'm pretty sure the PSP could get on the internet.
That kid is very calm for the situation.
Strip down to your underwear.
Wow.
Now.
Imagine this is the day you didn't wear underwear.
Take off your fucking clothes.
No.
What about her dignity?
Be ashamed of yourself.
It's probably just to see if they have anything else on them, right?
Yeah.
Now, I need all of you to put on one of these suits and these masks.
Whoa, okay.
The way this works, Mr. Frazier, is I deal with Mr. Grossman, so if you need anything, you can speak with him.
I feel like Willem Dafoe has aged very gracefully.
These guys don't have much respect for what we do. What do you mean? Well, for them, it's a tactical situation. Us being here means there's a mental side to it.
Are they gonna try to like negotiate, or? I was like very confused on their role in this. Oh, he's having an asthma attack. Or a heart attack. What were they gonna do with him? Oh!
Your fucking weapon!
They just put him out.
On your knees! Down on your knees now!
They sent me down here! They sent me down here! They said, stay away!
But they don't know.
Am I gonna be on
It's
TV?
a good strategy
Am I gonna be on TV?
to get out.
It was too much to think about at that point, you know, with a gun in your face, but...
So this is like the after effects.
Yeah, it's kind of
the
like plays with
hostages.
time a little bit.
Beautiful.
Dell?
Yeah, I don't think that's the thing he was staring at necessarily. But yeah, those were Dell boxes.
Like beautiful Dell boxes.
I'll come right to the point. I have a small problem which requires someone with very special skills, complete discretion.
I like people with special skills.
They had a kind of genius plan for throwing us out of whack, and
It's the guy with a gold digger as his ringtone.
So he lived.
All I know is that they called each other a variation of Steve. Steven, Steve-O, Stevie.
That's interesting.
They just told me to speak.
You're lying to me. Tell me the
Whoa.
truth. Now you're lying to me. Tell me to look at me and tell me
Why
the
would you
truth.
even lie if you were the hostage?
AK-47s out. 4 of them.
You know a lot about guns.
Whoa. Were you in on it? You
An
were one of them.
AK-47 is a very recognizable gun.
Anybody who's ever watched decent action.
I'm with him.
would.
You ever robbed a bank before?
Are you kidding? Me rob a bank?
The guy with the heart condition.
Like they're just being like, playing hardball, I guess.
That one time. That one time.
Does that mean they don't know who, like, they don't have information then?
Keep watching, yeah. There's some interesting dynamics at play.
They're all in on it.
Like the entire
Yep.
bank.
Planned it. Even the kid with the PSP. He was a mastermind.
Well, you say that there are family heirlooms inside your safety deposit box.
It's the family heirlooms.
So immediately I know that there's something in that box that you don't even want your closest aides to know about.
Oh, okay. It's making more sense now why they want to rob it.
What's inside that box, young lady, has belonged to me since before you were born. Very valuable and poses no danger whatsoever to anyone.
Except you.
So what is that supposed to mean? What is it? And whoever wants to steal it, it has the value.
The contents of that box are of great value to me, so long as they remain my secret.
Okay. Now I just want to know what's in the box.
Whoever gave you my number got the same deal. Clearly they must have been satisfied.
So what are your special skills? How are you gonna
No.
get this box or hide
Insert
it?
yourself into the situation, first of all.
Yeah. Steve, yeah.
Okay, so they're digging.
Sure you got the right number?
Absolutely.
Isn't that like at the beginning he said like we had no need for money, but we wanted to rob the bank? Or I had no need.
Well, he said
something like that?
beyond the obvious financial reasons. So, I mean, financial reasons.
So maybe it was just for this item or whatever information. Who knows what's in the box?
Okay, so this is when they, like, hit the cameras.
Miriam, how long were you there before it began?
She was the one who didn't take off the clothes.
Could you give us the names of the bank robbers? Maybe? I'm just messing with you, sweetheart. You okay?
You're being very nice to her compared to the other people.
Awful.
Was it bad?
I mean,
Well, I think they can kind of sense her
it made us take off our clothes.
nervousness or whatever you want to call it.
Did you rob the bank? Did you rob the bank?
No.
You sure?
Okay. Whoa, what do we got here?
Vikram Walia, I work in the bank.
Okay, Vikram, is this a bomb? Oh shit, a fucking Arab.
I'm a Sikh.
What? I didn't expect that at all. Oh my gosh.
My turban! Give my turban back!
Come on, shut up, relax.
What the fuck are you doing? Give my turban back!
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, what the heck?
So I want you to bring me down there and tell whoever's in charge to extend me every courtesy.
You're out of your fucking mind.
So she's a woman who works in favors.
It's impossible.
Nothing's impossible. You just have to call in a few markers, that's all.
I may have to give out a few. You're a magnificent cunt.
Techton served my ass. Where's my turban? I'm not talking to anybody without a turban.
They didn't give it back? Or...
Find your turban.
Not an Arab, by the way, like your cops called me outside.
I don't think you heard that.
He kind of did.
We all heard it.
Yeah.
I heard what I heard.
You weren't even fucking there, bro.
This day and age, everybody records everything, so... Back then, not really.
Till 9 p.m. to do this, then they kill one hostage every hour in front of TV cameras. Bank is secured with Semtex.
Okay, so that's the message that he had around his neck.
Have they made any demands?
They want a jet.
He's like, I just want my box.
Would you like me to arrange one for you?
Okay. That's like, bro.
That's not really how this works. They never get the shit they ask for.
Yeah.
Pizza's the best, no sandwiches.
She for real? You for real?
Why that?
Well, if we send in, say, 10 pizza boxes with transmitters,
Oh.
Those little,
Oh.
I don't know, tables? They used to always be in the center of pizza. I never knew what their purpose was for.
it's a digital recorder. You click it and it'll record for half an hour.
James Bond shit.
Well, you can get them on Amazon.
You gonna ask for a hostage?
That must have been early Amazon.
You can still get shit like that on Amazon.
No,
you can
but
get a lot of
like
shit on Amazon.
2006, I didn't know that you could buy items and not just books on Amazon.
You want to relax? What the hell is the difference? They're out there robbing the bank.
Like, I just feel like they feel very, like, not panicked. But also maybe because it's just been so long that they've just been a hostage.
Yeah. It's like you can only stay like so like frantic for so long.
We all get fucking shot. It's a great.
Well, now they're gonna come in here. Well, you weren't afraid earlier. They could just shoot me. I'll take off my stuff. But they're here. They are. Don't
Like,
take somebody with you.
Get out! Like that's not gonna do shit. She wasn't doing that damn thing. She was just sitting there.
What's the red part there? What does that do?
They're different colors. You need two different, and to distinguish right from left also.
Distinguish right from left.
Yeah.
Right from wrong. Steve.
I'm sorry.
I didn't say it.
Steve.
Is that your name, Steve? Stevie? Steve
He's trying to.
Steve-O.
He's trying to catch him.
Gives us a tip, I'm keeping it.
What?
I hope the pizzas are okay. They might be a little cold. You pick up the phone anytime.
No,
He's in his like Denzel Washington stance.
It's like pizzas are cold. There goes 3 hostages right now.
Well, operation, see if they get a Russian translator over here.
And get some fucking body bags.
But are they just like
You know what you're doing.
Body bags.
playing that, or because like they weren't speaking Russian? Like,
I mean, he had a Russian accent when he like answered like the.
like I'm saying, are they just like beep? like,
I was gonna say answer the door, but when he like, you know, approached the first cop to like put the gun in his face.
What the heck?
Let's go.
She's acting like a hostage. Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Booze. Let's go.
Huh.
Boobs.
I thought he said goose.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh, whoa.
You fat ass.
Oh my god. I like how she still got offended.
Put your mask on.
Okay, so yeah, they keep like rotating.
Yeah, they're
people.
like switching. That means some of them are. Ah!
Okay, so
I'm getting confused.
different rooms.
But like some of them are in on it, some of them aren't. Like, right?
Was the teller on my line. This guy was to my right, and this kid was in front of him. He was playing with a video game.
So they were inserting themselves in the situation so people could say they were there with me. Like
Big tits is what he said. That's how he recognized her. And that was the girl he was calling boobs.
Are you sure you saw
Yeah.
it? And
I could see under the
See, I feel like they keep switching around so they can't.
And that was the idiot who started talking and took off his mask. Okay, so you're seeing a face now.
Mm-hmm.
That was the girl who was
Yeah.
faking.
What the fuck? This ain't Russian.
No? What the hell is it?
It's not Polish. Not Hungarian. It's Central European, sort of.
That's it.
So we don't know. Is he just like a Russian guy?
Nowadays you'd be like Google Translate.
Phil, let that guy through. Come on.
You know what language they're speaking?
Yeah, they're speaking Albanian.
And who are you? How do you just know that? See, I don't trust anything or anybody. It's all planned. They're like, we're gonna play Albanian. This guy's gonna come in here, get let on the bus.
My ex-wife and her parents are Albanian. Her parents couldn't speak English for shit.
Albanian.
My man, like I told you, 100%.
It's like I've been yelled at this with this language many times. It's supposed to be like Grand Theft Auto.
GTA? I was like, where? The GTA from Wish.
Going to someone jacks your rod or shoots you.
This kid is too casual for a robbery situation.
I hate that bitch. Come on.
His ex-wife.
I'm gonna regret this.
Like I said, it feels very weird that we're just using people we don't really fully know in the situation that are just in here getting information. Like, does that not feel weird?
To play devil's advocate, I will say though, this is a different era where the internet wasn't as prevalent as it was,
But
or as it is
I don't know.
today.
It's Detective Frazier. Right here. I have Elena Maria over here.
She's the ex-wife.
How you doing?
What the heck?
What's this?
A gift? Oh, for my services.
What's so funny? You know what they're talking about?
I know what they're talking about. I even know who it is.
Well,
You know the names? Who is it?
Parking.
They're taken care of. Who is it?
It's Enver Hoxha.
Who?
Wow.
He was the president of Albania.
Just like a speech?
Former president of Albania is in there robbing a bank.
Enver Hoxha is dead. There's a tape of him discussing how Albanian people are great people.
It's a tape.
Okay, so I mean that's like what I said. It's just like a recording of something. Documents.
Arthur
Case. I have to know. I feel like everybody knows but me.
There's more.
Oh, what is that? Could be.
What
Is that the heirlooms? Like, so it was with the heirlooms,
But he left them.
but he wanted this document. What could it be? What's so? I mean, sometimes the best things are the documents. They have some juicy stuff.
Detective Frazier.
No, look who it is.
A certain amount of influence in these matters for reasons which I can't share with you.
There are matters at stake here that are a little bit above your pay grade. No offense. And he's offering to help you.
And he owes me a favor.
$140,000 it seems to have walked away from the Ledger Bank.
Wow. You know a lot of things about him. You must have researched beforehand.
This time next week, I'll be sucking down pina coladas in a hot tub with 6 girls named Amber and Tiffany.
All of them named Amber and Tiffany?
3 Ambers, 3 Tiffany's.
Thing you're sucking on? It's not a pina colada. You know, it's not like the city of New York has 747s waiting around for days like today.
I understand that if you don't get my plane ready, then you might as well send a hearse.
Please.
So you want to take the document and get out?
You get me what I want. I won't kill anyone.
Let's just try to keep everybody calm, okay?
Don't I sound calm to you?
Yeah, you do.
I feel like the end of this movie is going to have like a wild reveal. It's going to be like... Psh. They keep swapping out everybody. They keep digging for this. Well, they already have the document, so what are they digging for?
I don't know they were robbing the bank.
Is that
until
why
they
you
pulled a
held
gun
the
in
door
my
open
face.
for?
How do you know they robbed the bank?
Because they pulled a gun in my face.
That doesn't mean they're robbing the bank. Did they take money? Did you?
No. These interrogation techniques.
I was locked up in the room. You saw me gag when you came in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So eventually they come in.
Which weighs more? All the trains that pass through Grand Central Station in a year, or the trees cut down to print all U.S. currency in circulation?
Whoa.
It's a trick question.
Do they weigh the same?
It's the trains. U.S. money isn't printed on paper at all. It's
I feel like it's like not like a literal question, I feel like, right? Like it's like something else.
I got it.
Wait a second.
Call
I
you.
feel like it's not like a simple answer like, and he said it's a trick question. Y'all aren't thinking trick.
They both weigh nothing, or they both weigh the same?
Oh, yeah.
Both weigh the same. Tell them they both weigh the same. Do it now.
See, I don't think it's that either. I said that at first, but no. They're all like, ready. No, I'm nervous. It's
like covalent bonds.
This time send sandwiches.
Okay. So.
Wait, they weigh the same? Oh my gosh, I was right the first time. Well, sign me up to be a negotiator. Just kidding.
That's a good-looking shithole.
So I see 3 faces. Do you recognize the faces at all?
I didn't look good enough, honestly. I should have looked better. I was looking at the shithole. That's what they called it.
It almost made me spit up like a friggin' baby.
All right, we got a couple of hostages out. Thanks a lot.
The music that's playing right now, too.
It like goes from like this
It's like her
hostage
soundtrack.
situation to sensual, like I'm waiting for you to come home tonight, Zaddy.
Someone here wants to talk to you.
Okay, I want to see her work. I want to see her do her thing.
I doubt that.
What is it you were hoping to get out of all this?
Rich, of course.
Enough more than you can chew. We'll discuss that on the phone.
Not rich for money, though, because you didn't take it.
That's right.
What are you?
Come on.
What is it? That was so... She really, I guess, is good at her job because they let her walk right in. Okay, so he didn't... The document was just kind of got already, but they're still digging. So, like, what else is it?
He wanted his safety deposit box secured.
Yeah, but, like...
She's after the safety deposit box.
I get that.
They
but,
don't know that yet, so they're about to have a conversation.
Yeah, I know, but, like, they
Who's they?
Like the robbers.
Yeah.
They took the document from the safety deposit box, but they're still digging and looking for something. So it wasn't just that, like I thought. Like I thought, oh, that's what they need, but it's something else.
During World War II, there was an American working for a bank in Switzerland.
Oh my gosh.
People like this man. He used his position with the Nazis to enrich himself while...
Oh!
Then he used his blood money to start a bank. Now...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't expect that.
I can change your entire program, so the sooner that you stop being my problem and you start becoming my solution. Safety deposit box room. I just need to go to one box.
Looking for this?
The document.
Could be very embarrassing to your employer.
Because he was a Nazi. Why would he keep it?
Where I have to stand before a judge and account for what I did here, you and your boss will do whatever it takes to help me.
Oh, wow.
How did you know about all this?
Doesn't matter. All evil deeds, they stink. You can cover them up for a while, but they don't go away.
Murder will out?
Precisely.
Cashing thing, this coke bust. I can face that on my own. I know what I did and what I didn't do.
Off the record?
Everything about you is off the record. Just. So how old are you?
8 3/4.
Child.
8 3/4.
3/4.
Are they a little suspicious to you? I mean, I would think that you would want to know who they are. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
So just like cross-referencing everyone.
Excuse me?
Underneath your painter's coat, what do you have on underneath?
Clothing.
Could you show us, please? See, there's just you and one other woman that fit the...
That had the boobs.
That's your height, your age, and your,
But isn't that why they, like, switched them earlier, right?
How dumb do these morons have to be to think they're going to get a plane?
This guy's no moron.
I don't just mean him. Any hostage taker.
But wasn't the other one with the big boobs the, like the one who was on the phone?
Do you remember the girl
So
who was
she
digging?
was the one, she was digging, that girl.
Maybe.
Yeah,
If you don't remember, then I'm not going to
No, it was, because there was only, first of all, it was only 2. Second of all, the other one was the other girl. This one was this one.
Hey, you know her bust, not her story.
So, like, a lot of them are getting mixed in with this questioning, and they still haven't figured it out fully then.
He gives us deadlines, we stall, then he gives us more time.
So he wants it.
The plane is ready.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact, but I'm going to need something from you first. I'm going to need to come in there and make sure the hostages are okay.
You'll see them when they get on the bus.
I mean, eventually they go in, because he saw that one guy.
Meet me at the front door.
Like, I have all these little pieces of information in my head that I'm just like...
Gotta tie them all together.
And I still probably missed, like, 20 things. I'm trying to think of, like, a theory, but, like, I don't even have one. Like, what even is, like, what he's even doing. Like, they're still looking for something in the hole.
Excuse me?
Would you like some gum?
No, thank you.
Didn't they offer somebody else gum earlier? They were trying to see if that was, like, him then, right? Whoever they were interrogating? Because they were like, you want some gum?
The kid just gets to play his PSP.
There's some who misbehave.
These are the bad ones.
The bad hostages?
Wasn't she the... I think she was the one.
Tour's over.
The second boob one.
There's nothing...
But who was the... Like, who was actually...
Who are the OG boobs?
It wasn't the one on the phone, so it had to be her.
First, you don't order an assault when no hostages have been killed and there's no immediate threat. Second, is that way whatever happens, you don't get to be the hero.
Wow.
Why don't you just walk out the door?
I will. I'm gonna walk out of that door.
For real?
She wants a proposal from me.
You think you're too young to get married?
No, I'm not too young. Too broke.
They're just having a very casual conversation.
Money shouldn't really matter.
Plot twist, he stole his girlfriend.
What? He's trying to motivate him. Money doesn't matter.
Look, why don't we go across the street to the Kalani Rose, huh? Forget about this dangerous hostage situation. I'll buy you a beer.
I feel like that is not gonna work.
I'm trying to stay away from bars, if you know what I mean.
Well, just change your mind. It's still a standing offer, all right?
Oh! Ah! Sorry. Whoa! That was a big move.
Prison white throat toe tag. Make up your mind.
Oh my gosh!
Hey! Hey! We done?
Dang, you'd think he would have had backup. Oh.
What happens? What's up?
Like, he didn't just do that for nothing.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, oh,
I
okay.
put my pants around my ankles, but it's a start.
He's like more raunchy in this movie.
What the fuck, man? He got the drop on you.
How long?
What if he saw your face? What if I didn't have my gun?
So he definitely didn't expect that.
How's the reception?
Excuse me?
The camera on the truck. Give me a close-up on the second floor window.
Whoa! Was that for real? Who did they shoot? Is he on something?
I mean, for the shot, yeah.
Oh.
But it's kind of like,
Oh.
yeah. Because he feels responsible.
Yeah.
Do it, shit. You got nothing to lose. I damn sure ain't got nothing to lose. So shoot me. Do it. Shoot me.
Fuck you. Tell them to send someone sane over here.
So who did they shoot then? Oh my gosh. I just like so many questions.
It's like weird sitting next to somebody who doesn't know anything about like this movie. Where I'm just like kind of re-enjoying it for the second time.
Darius is calling the shots on us. That's it.
Oh. So he like took him off? Or somebody else is in charge now?
I mean,
Who was
honestly,
Darius?
what he did was a little reckless.
Yeah.
Like, freaking attacking the
Going in there
guy.
and attacking him. That's why I was like kind of curious. Like when he did that, I was like, does he have like did he plan like backup to come help him or something? But no, he just did it on his own.
I think he thought he knew him, you know?
Yeah, he just made a mistake.
Making up the stairs blind. Pick us off like sitting ducks.
This is hypothetical, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
they're, like,
am
thinking
I
about it.
going crazy again?
Get 2 or 3 upstairs and take them out.
Kill him.
That'd be such a stupid ass way to go out.
I know.
Like, I'm
All
just gonna.
the money flying around you.
I guess.
But in their heads, they're picturing them all like
Yeah, and they're
in the
thinking.
like in the money, like
Yeah, they're trying to play out scenarios.
but
in
it's
their
like
head.
that's not what they're doing there.
First grade. What? I'm making detective first grade. Things ain't all they appear to be.
He made deals.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Thank the mayor and our mystery guest for that. You gotta make first grade. Shit. Work too hard to let that happen. Everybody's getting theirs, I'm gonna get mine. Be outside.
I'm just gonna watch how this all plays out.
Detective, they're gonna storm that bank without you? It's not right.
You're just like the cop who just like made first contact.
He's getting his clock cleaned by another one.
Do me a favor, Sergeant. Just tone down the color commentary.
I'll try and watch what I say in the future. You never know who's listening.
That sounded like Attack on Titan.
Oh. Those words.
Wait, where did we see these again? I forgot.
The second guy who came out who wanted his turban.
Oh yes, okay. You never know who's listening. Didn't I say? Did I not say?
What? Was it planted by them, or was he a part of the entire scheme?
You heard everything we said in the MCC. What? Stand down! Stand down!
Either way, the mic was there.
Like the cop, though. He was the one who said, "You never know who's listening." You know, the sad thing is I still don't know who was like who and who.
You know Clive Owen.
Well, yes, and the girl.
The girl with the boobs.
I know the.
And the 2 white guys just kind of blend in. Okay.
Right, wait, okay. I have. It's like, oh, you know when you like see the cups go when they're like changing? That's how I
What,
feel.
the cups? I thought you were talking about her cups. I know it's like a magic trick. Like, okay, follow the ball.
Yes. No, but it's so chaotic. We don't know who's who. We don't. Oh!
The rubber bullets.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
They have their blaster set to stun. I guess the bank robbers were wearing the same thing. So that was like the whole situation where they were trying to like figure it out. Like, how are we going to do this? So you don't know who's the actual bank robber until they actually shoot at you.
That's true. Not wrong boobs.
Is it the right
Wait, I
boobs
can't
or is it
tell.
the wrong boobs?
Oh my, no, that's the boobs. Her boobs. She's the. Okay, we saw them in questioning. So did they actually accomplish what they needed from the hole?
Check this out. They forgot to rob the joint.
See?
You didn't find anybody.
I knew they weren't looking for this, though. They didn't want the money.
We'll put out a citywide description for David fucking Copperfield.
What's that?
Huh? Cell phones.
Oh, all the phones they stole? Or took?
Stand by, all right? Don't let anybody get tempted, including you.
Yes, sir.
The money.
Right here, detective.
What do you got?
You're gonna love this one. Toy guns.
Fake guns.
Fake.
They weren't real?
Wow. So did they fake shoot somebody then?
You can stop
Look.
looking for that.
Fake. It was fake. It wasn't real. I said that, I think.
Nobody goes home till we get everybody's story.
I keep like second guessing myself though when I think I'm like, okay, it's not a real body. What is it like?
Gary,
I mean, those aren't bodies.
Oh.
The bodies? That's just the clothes.
I thought it was
They changed
like
out
a
of.
fake body.
So it's funny because the two white guys you're just confusing with all the other white guys, but the,
Yes.
the boobs you're confusing between two girls with boobs.
I know it's the one with the blue eyes though.
But then you also haven't seen Clive. You haven't seen Clive Owen yet. That's the guy with the gold digger as the ringtone.
I'm looking at everybody. Not you. Wrong boobs.
Just give me your name. Just give me your name.
That was the guy they interviewed
Yeah.
him. They interviewed him. He was the one who
It's none
pointed
of
out
them,
the boobs.
none of
He's the
them.
dad. We trust no one at this point.
Not them.
I actually think it is them. to
Them.
be
I was like, that is them, right?
Honestly, you know what's funny? I'm getting those two guys
I
confused.
was like, I'm pretty sure
They
it's
were
them.
seen so infrequently that I'm pretty sure those are the two, but I'm not 100% sure.
A hostage would identify him as being one of the good guys. There we are, back to square one.
So they're all like contradicting each other.
Bank cameras.
Useless. I'm telling you, they thought of everything, almost.
Sounded like everything to me.
But this.
What?
57, or the perp that was holding it.
Okay, yes.
Bury it.
Bury it.
The fuck do you expect me to say?
What? Like the whole case?
Captain, this thing stinks to high hell. I mean, somebody did something here.
Wait, what?
No suspects. Nobody's breathing down my
I'm
neck.
sorry,
Nothing answers.
what?
The money's not gone.
So just forget everything?
Expecting this.
Even though this was a whole
But
entire...
nobody died.
But still, you can't take hostages and just nothing happens. Like, you can't fake pretend...
They found that missing Madrugada money.
No shit.
Oh, the...
Oh, the money.
You want to know where it was?
In my bank account.
No.
My summer house in Sag Harbor. My wallet.
No.
And no.
Oh.
Yeah, because he knew he wasn't guilty of that.
This is bullshit, man. Michael Corleone, do you renounce Satan? Yes, I renounce him.
Trying to, like, read. That's the
Okay,
one. That's
392 was the box. It skipped.
Uh-huh.
391, 393.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. What's going on here?
What are you doing, Detective?
Oh, here she is.
Weren't you told to bury this?
I got a job to do, Miss White.
Was it her that, like, facilitated that?
You press here to record, and you press here to play.
There's also the matter of the $140,000 that seems to have walked away from
He recorded that conversation.
Oh, wow, okay.
Anything to do with that, so you got to be in your corner on that.
The mayor, too.
I don't need you to be in my corner, Mr. Mayor. I've got minutes.
Uh-huh.
Still going.
Oh.
Or your career is over.
Wow. So now you have that on her. Here's this guy.
This is what? It's under control.
Okay.
Tell me about the envelope.
The envelope.
Envelope.
Man, you have an understanding?
I think so. And he managed to get out of there with that envelope.
He did?
He had to have walked out of there with something else.
Yes, what was it? This is my
There had to have
question.
been something in that box that was worth more to him than your honor.
The bags.
Yes, the bags. Was it the heirlooms? Was it even heirlooms?
Diamonds.
Cartier ring belonged to the wife of a Parisian banker, wealthy family of French Jews.
So what was taken from them? Like the Jewish people.
They're
Diamonds. And he was friends with one of them, the ring.
so he stole a family ring from somebody and
Well,
kept it.
it's a lot of stuff that was taken from the Jewish
So
people.
he just
so I'm
kept
assuming
it.
the diamonds were from like diamond rings from like marriage
right.
and
So
stuff
he
like
just
that.
kept.
Yeah. For all these years.
If that were true, you wouldn't tell me.
We're listing you as a reference.
So even she's judging him.
Right.
The where could most readily be described as a prison cell. But there's a
Does it look like a prison cell?
I'm being in prison
Is he in the bank? He's in the freaking bank in the ground.
to execute the perfect bank robbery.
The diamonds.
That's for the why.
Ah!
Beyond the obvious financial motivation, which leaves us only with the how. And there
They're in the dang hole.
lies the rub.
It's behind there. Oh my gosh, they're right freaking there this whole time. Oh my gosh.
You're right to look at the Dell boxes.
Wow.
You smell like shit. What do you expect after a week?
A week.
So he's been in there for a week. Oh! You were Steve! Okay, so now we're seeing who everybody really was. Wasn't he talking about diamond rings too? Before?
Yeah. That he couldn't afford one?
Yeah. Oh, this is not the
Frazier and
time.
his partner are walking to the bank.
Are they coming for me?
Go back in.
Can't say.
He was literally an inside man. Like, he was inside the bank.
Dual meetings.
Oh, and they bumped each other. Guess you wouldn't expect the person who bumped in out on the way. Oh my gosh.
Just like you planned.
I got a court order here to open safe deposit box number 392.
Wow.
He didn't give up on it either.
Oh, thank God.
Where is it?
I left it in there.
Wait, left what?
Where do you run from your sins?
The
gum.
Follow the ring.
Follow the ring.
That'll be the first time in law enforcement history.
I never heard of it before.
So you gotta ask yourself, what the fuck happened?
Mhm.
Don't you miss the case? 392.
The box.
One safe deposit box that had no records. I mean, going all the way back to 1948.
Mm-hmm.
They'll vouch for me. And for the things that I've done.
You think they'll vouch for you after I
Well,
find out the truth about this
those
ring?
rings will tell otherwise.
American saying, when there's blood on the streets, somebody's got to go to jail.
Oh, the ring.
Sure they spell my name right, though. That's Frazier with a Z. You can keep the pen.
The voice recorder.
What is the lid on that? What is...
I don't know.
What is that?
That's, I'm gonna say that's the brother of his
Yeah.
girl. But like,
I didn't know what bottle that, like, the lid was so tall.
did you bring Big Willie?
Oh.
She was just waiting here
This
with
whole
her
time?
drunk ass brother in the other room. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about the concept of that.
This whole time.
Yeah.
She's just been there on the bed. But is this just it? Is it over? Like everything's fine? Oh, nope, nope. A diamond.
Remember when they bumped into each other?
Did he put it in there? Was he like
Remember they had that
giving, was he
conversation?
like giving it to him though? Oh, and he did? Yeah.
Remember he said he couldn't afford getting married?
Right. I know, but doesn't it feel wrong to... use that, right? Like,
I mean, that definitely belonged to somebody.
that's kind of messed
and was
up.
taken from them.
But the whole premise was that the guy stole them from people and kept them, and now we're just using it because we can't afford our own, so we're just gonna use freaking stolen family heirlooms.
So, for me, I really enjoyed rewatching this with somebody who hasn't seen it before, because seeing Casey kind of like struggle her way through it, it's kind of hard to put me into your shoes, you know? Because for me, like, it's just been so long since I've seen it. I have no idea how I thought the first time I watched it.
I feel like I shouldn't have been as confused as I was. Like, am I okay?
I don't think
am
that
I
it's,
okay?
I don't think it's the case, because he said it
Like,
in
I'm
the beginning.
still kind of
Okay.
confused.
He said it in the beginning that there's a difference between being like what's being classified as a jail cell and then being in prison,
right.
which obviously he wasn't.
Which
He was
that,
stuck there
that
for a week.
all
yeah.
okay, I get that part, but then I guess like
So-
the whole point was he just wanted to do good and take those back, or he said he did it for the money.
He did it for the money.
How did he even know about that?
Okay, so that, I guess, is the enigma of it all.
Okay.
However, the diamonds he has, so he has the money from the diamonds, and
So he just like stole the artifact.
he stole the diamonds. He
But
stole
for
the diamonds.
himself?
For, I guess, the crew. Because the diamonds are worth a lot of money.
Doesn't that feel so messed up?
He said he
too?
did it for the money.
I
So that's the thing.
know, but then like you're like talking so much crap, rightfully so, about this like Nazi guy who like took all these diamonds, but then we're just taking them, giving them away, using them
guess
as like,
so.
well, I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't understand that, but I guess
But-
they didn't really actually care. But then,
At the end of the day, though, like the guy, what was his name? Chase?
Yeah.
Okay, so he obviously affected the people because he worked with the Nazis way back in the 40s. And those diamonds, for some inexplicable reason, has just been sitting in his first bank's safety deposit box for all these years. So somehow, some way, he attained that knowledge. He
Right.
stole that document, which that's even stupider to keep that document in the
that's
safety
what I'm like,
deposit
why would
box.
you, like, oh, my document and also these diamonds underneath.
That ties me back to it with the damn Nazi symbol on top of it.
What?
Either way, though, I still really just kind of like enjoyed it all because
I like the mystery of it all.
the mystery I feel like was my most fun part of watching this movie, because unlike a lot of other movies, you didn't really get, let's call him the villain, but Clive Owen's character, I think his name was like Dalton.
Mhm.
I don't know if that was his first or his last name. You didn't really see him a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then you didn't really get his motivations until the very end, you know?
Mhm.
And then at the very end, he said he did it for the money. He obviously has the money. He has the document to be able to hold over
Right.
Chase in case he ever came for him, be like, hey, bitch, I got this.
Right.
So it wasn't like, we'll call it ideological, or he wasn't like
yeah,
trying
he
to
wasn't
make.
being like a hero, making it right. or
However,
whatever.
though, he did leave that note for Denzel Washington's character to follow the ring. So there
he kind of
was
did-
that.
I guess because he made a comment like, I forgot what he said, but it almost felt like, okay, I had to do something, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe that was.
Well, he talked about
his-
not being able, or to be able to look at himself in the mirror again.
Right.
Yeah.
While you're using these.
Yeah, so that's a whole another situation. He's like, okay, I'm going to take what you took from other people. However, I'm going to leave like a kind of like a breadcrumbs to like, you know,
Right.
revealing that it was your fault in the first place.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think like other than that though, like even just the way that they did it, like they kept switching around. They left it so clean that they couldn't pin who did it.
Yeah, and they didn't steal anything that was
right.
on record.
And they didn't kill anybody. It was
Yeah.
all fake. It was fake guns.
If you have nothing to point to, and you don't really have like a, let's call it a serious crime, because per the records, there's nothing that was taken. You know, there's people who were like, you know, took hostage, but like nobody died. There was nothing stolen that's on record. So, I mean, what do you really do in that situation if you can't really point to somebody, because there were other people who were part of the hostages that kind of dismissed the other people, which could only be attributed to the fact we only saw the girl, like, you know, switch rooms, but you have to think at some point in different time, they put other people in those rooms. I honestly think, I'm not 100% sure, just because it's weird to say that I'm confusing the two other guys. The guy who took off his mask, wasn't he one of like the people? The person who took off his mask and got dragged through everything. I'm pretty sure he was one of the people.
Yeah.
Because
But
I think he
you
had
know
like that,
why,
like kind of
though?
like rooster-looking hair. Like he had like, you know, how, like a rooster has his hair coming out. It was a look of the mid 2000s.
They don't have hair.
I know, but like it's like their little. What do you even call that?
I don't know, a cluck. What?
Cluck. The little thing that comes off of a rooster's head that tilts this way.
What is
His
it?
hair looked like that. I think he was one of the
Yeah, but
like,
you
the
know
guys.
why? Because
Yeah.
just like the other girl, they had to make themselves get noticed by the hostages.
So that other people would
they could-
dismiss them.
So that they could say, oh, this guy was acting crazy. He
Yeah.
almost got us
Because
killed.
the other big boob girl kind of said that he was the asshole.
mhm.
So she kind of made him his alibi in that
Yeah.
sense, you know? So that's kind of what Denzel Washington was saying there at the end, is that there were other people who were dismissing other people's stories. So it didn't really matter what anybody said because there was either 1, 2, or 3 other people who would say like, oh, well, in this room, which is part of, I guess, the genius of putting them in all in different rooms because you could change them up. You'd be like, okay, we're throwing somebody else in here who's just the hostage, but it's actually some hostages mixed up with one of the perps that were actually, you know, like stealing. I guess they were stealing, but they weren't stealing from, I guess, the bank per records. So I guess that kind of ties it all in. You know what's funny? I didn't think about that until this rewatch.
You know what else, too?
Yeah.
It's not like they didn't commit no crime, because technically he squatted for a week.
Okay. I guess.
And they destructed property because they built in whatever their
Yeah.
little behind the bell.
There was also they fucked up that guy who was like playing Gold Digger on his phone, or not. He wasn't playing Gold Digger. That was just his ringtone. They assaulted him.
That was so showed the time.
I mean, mid 2000s, 2006. Yeah.
The flip phones.
The flip phones. Yeah.
The
Also, I'm
PSP.
pretty sure PSP. I said it during this reaction, but PSP was ahead of its time. Sony, what are y'all doing? Bring that shit back. Like,
Yeah.
that is a handheld that could compete with the Switch. I have no idea why you gave up on that concept. I don't know. I know there was the PS Vita. I never had that, but that's neither here nor there. They also, at one point, Clive Owen called them cellular phones.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking called them cellular phones. And obviously everybody had like flip phones and stuff. And this was 2006. And I feel like, you know, people kind of judge it slightly more harshly as we get closer to that period of time where people actually had smartphones. You know, 2007 I think is when the first iPhone came out, and I know there were other, we'll call them smartphones before that. Like I think it was the BlackBerry, and then there was that damn thing that like would flip up. I forgot the name of it, but there was like something that would pop up. You'd like hold it like this, and then it would, you'd hit like a thing, and it would like flip up, and you'd have like the keyboard.
Yeah. I
forgot the name
I
of
don't
it.
remember.
It's been so many years.
Yeah.
And I was like a teenager when it happened. I just remember thinking like, oh, the people who had those in middle or in
Yeah.
high school, I was in high school at the time, were like rich. Be like, oh shit, I only have the Motorola Razr.
Like, your phone goes like this.
Yeah, and I remember like when you got onto the internet too, you had to fucking press end
Yeah,
so
you'd be
quickly.
like, oh my gosh, my mom's gonna freak.
I know, like they're gonna charge us so much money, and I have no idea whether that was the case or
I
not.
know.
I know that at the time, people were more obsessed with minutes
Yeah,
as opposed to like
yeah.
internet usage. Now it doesn't fucking matter. Like
Yeah, they
unlimited
don't do
text,
minutes
unlimited
anymore.
talk, unlimited internet.
Unless
yeah.
you get like that pay phone thing,
I
pay
guess.
by
I
the
mean,
go phone, whatever.
I haven't had that.
I don't even know.
So,
I don't
but
know.
I remember like in high school, like talking to my high school girlfriend, like I used up all my parents' minutes and they got mad at me. So I don't think I just remember like, you better not freaking get on the internet. If you get on the freaking internet, they're gonna charge us so much money. I have no idea how much money they are even gonna charge us. But I just remember thinking about it, like they put the fear in me that I was like, okay, I have to press end. As soon as I saw like the little, it was a globe and it was like a little like thing spinning around the globe. I was like, oh crap, I accidentally hit the internet button.
Yeah, it was an interesting movie. It was definitely, I think, when I went into it, I was expecting something like action-y, but this was like very more so kind of like mystery, like crime, kind of drama, mystery, and just like waiting to try to figure out what was going on was kind of fun, but like I was also feeling frustrated, but like not in a bad way, but just like, oh, I just like want to know already,
Like, did you miss something?
Yeah, like, oh,
Like,
did I miss
what
something?
is
Like, who is
really
who?
going
Like,
on?
what's
Yeah.
going on? Yeah, it was interesting. And then you know what? At the end, like, it wasn't even, I mean, I didn't know what was happening and I didn't expect it, but it still wasn't that crazy of a concept. Like, it was still fairly simplistic. Like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she was an alien from outer space and this and this and you know.
You did
like,
pick up on the idea that there were people who were being interviewed by them that were probably a part of like, the robbery.
And
so you were questioning
I picked
that.
up on them switching the two girls. Because, like, at first I didn't fully catch it, but then I was like, wait, like they like swapped places because she started crying, went into the room. It's like they flipped.
Yeah.
And pretended that one was one that came out, and then they switched.
That was the only real case that we were presented with. Yeah, that was definitely it. But then I think that other guy, like that I said, that was dragged away, who said like, you know, F this, like, you know, we're just here, they're there. That was all part of like the play so that people could kind of have his alibi. I will say though, watching this the second time, I could understand how it was slightly confusing because, you know, when we started going into the interviews from Denzel Washington and his partner, it was kind of like, okay, wait, what's going on here? Because like we just kind of got thrown into like a person being questioned for what was going on currently.
Like, did you do this? Almost blah, 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 blah. And I was like, wait.
And it wasn't like super clear, but I mean, after a few seconds, I think you kind of got what was going on as well as I, obviously. But I can't really put myself in the perspective of somebody watching it for the first time. I would say that the idea of playing with time is very Tarantino-esque because Tarantino does that a lot in his films where he kind of like shows something, then shows something at a different period of time, and then kind of goes back to it at some point. So there were elements of that.
Let us know when you watched this movie for the first time. Were you confused? Did you pick up on stuff? I feel like this is one of those that if you went back on the rewatch, like if I went back and rewatched it, it would probably be like get more satisfying as you watch it because like you know the end point, so you can like find the little subtleties throughout and pick it up. But like obviously, you know, I think it was meant to be kind of confusing at first. Obviously, I mean, I don't think it was. It had to have been, but I don't know if I was meant to be as confused the entire time, or if I was supposed to pick up on other stuff. But at some points, I was like so hyper focused that I feel like I was missing things because I was trying so hard to pay attention, which sounds like it does not make sense.
Yeah, I will say though, I agree because when we're talking about like, besides everyone who wasn't Clive Owen's character, the main character, or the main villain, the main crook, the one who we were introduced to first before anybody else, the girl, the big boobs. Not trying to objectify her, I'm just saying the girl with the big boobs.
Well, that was how they
described her as boobs. The idea of those two girls being kind of mixed up between people made sense. However, the other guys kind of felt a little bit like lost in the shuffle, and that's why I'm thinking that the guy who made that big deal about like, oh, they're out here, we're here, I'm pretty sure it was one of them.
I think so.
But for whatever reason, like he's not as recognizable as the other ones, and I'm not trying to say that because, you know, like he doesn't have boobs and she does, but like it kind of seems that way. So there is that confusion that I felt like with those guys, whereas like she was the only girl in the crew.
Also, she had very distinctive blue eyes, and the other girl, who was the other description, did not. So, like, you can easily differentiate somebody with blue eyes and somebody with not blue eyes.
But also, besides, like, her cup size, she was the only girl in the crew.
Yeah.
So that's more easy to, like, recognize.
It's like, okay, the one girl, and then it's like you had more of a descriptor versus these two guys where it's like you saw them in, like, brief split seconds, and then it's, like, in a mixture of everybody.
The old guy was the rabbi, I think, from the very beginning, where he like pushed him down into the ground. Yeah, so that was another character, I guess, who kind of got like lost in the shuffle a little bit because I don't think they never showed him digging the hole. They showed the other two guys.
I don't know if they ever gave any clues to the rabbi being involved.
Yeah. I guess, you know, from the perspective of, like, you would think that, like, an older person wouldn't be a part of the heist either.
Right.
Because they were, like, a little bit more lenient, even in the interrogation with, like, the older woman who refused to take off her clothes than they were with, like, let's say, the guy who had the criminal record from when he was, like, in high school or whatever the case may be. Either way, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was an interesting mystery in terms of, like, you know, this heist and a different perspective on it all.
Yeah, it was like a concept that's done semi-often, but done in a way that is very unique. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.